Good morning, students. I wish you all a very bright future and good health. Today's video is from your grammar book. So everybody open page number 115, lesson number 26. In this video, I will explain you what you mean by punctuation and what are the main punctuation marks with its uses. Students, punctuation means the marks used in writing sentences to make the meaning clear. It shows how the sentence should be read. The following are the main punctuation marks. The main punctuation marks are full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, question mark, exclamation mark, apostrophe. Now I will explain you the uses of all these punctuation marks. I will start with full stop. A full stop marks the end of a sentence. For example, this is an elephant, full stop. My mother is an excellent teacher, full stop. Open the door, full stop. It is used at the end of an abbreviated word or between the letters of an abbreviated word. For example, that is, there is full stop in between, etc. Full stop there. Professor, short form of professor, and then there's a full stop. Street, full stop there. Comma, it is used to show a little pause. It is used to separate items in a series and words in the same construction of same level or same interest. I saw a duck, comma, a magician and a toy shop when I went running. There is no comma before and. We purchased spices, comma, bread, comma, butter, comma, fruit and vegetables. Did you see that I didn't put a comma before and? Second use of comma is to separate each pair of words joined by and. Man and woman, comma, young and old, comma, rich and poor must do exercise daily. Third use is to separate a direct quotation from the rest of the sentence. Means Mary said, comma, and what Mary said, it is in the inverted commas. I love eating mangoes. She said to me, comma, inverted commas, what she said, I have full faith in you. Comma is used to mark off words used in addressing people. For example, I think, comma, John is correct. How are you? Comma, Sam. Next is semicolon. Now semicolon is a full stop and a comma below that. It represents a longer pause than a comma. It is used to separate the clauses. Now what are clauses? A group of words that includes a subject and a verb. Of compound sentences, means it is used to separate the clauses of compound sentences. Now what is compound sentences? Is a sentence which with at least two independent clauses, means two independent sentences. Let's go to the library to study. It's the only place where I can fully concentrate. Now see, there are two different sentences, full sentences. Let us go to the library to study, one complete sentence. But the second sentence is connected with it. It's the only place where I can fully concentrate. So there is a semicolon in between that. These two sentences. Another example, we visited Thailand, Vietnam and Singapore in the spring, semicolon. Germany, France and Italy in the summer, semicolon. And South Africa in the winter, full stop. Can you see the commas also there? Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, there is a comma after Thailand. And there is a semicolon after first clause. Means there are three clauses which are dependent on each other. But they are an independent clauses also. Next is colon, that is two full stops, one below the other. It represents a more complete pause than a semicolon. It is used to introduce an item or list. For example, there are three things every dog needs. Now what are the three things? There is a colon there. Food, water and healthcare. It is used to introduce a quotation. Diana announced to the group, what? Dinner is ready, everyone. That is, whatever was announced is in the semicolon, but it is introducing a quotation, so there is a colon before the quotation. The colon is used to provide a pause before introducing related information, while the semicolon is just a break in a sentence, but that is stronger than a comma, but not as final as a full stop. Let me repeat you. The colon is used to provide a pause before introducing related information, while the semicolon is just a break in a sentence, but that is stronger than a comma, but not as final as a full stop. Next punctuation mark is question mark. It is used after a direct question. Will you go with me? Question mark. What is your name? Question mark. As it is sentence, so it is a question, so the question mark after that. Next punctuation mark is exclamation mark. It is originally called the note of admiration. It is used to exclaim something. It is commonly used after interjections. Now, what are interjections? Are words that shows joy, sorrow, or wonder. We have done this chapter earlier. Oh, you bought a new car. Wow, what a beautiful watch. So there is an exclamation mark after those interjection words. Your next punctuation mark is apostrophe, which comes at the top of a word. The apostrophe is used to show possession. For example, the newspaper's colon. Now, where is that colon? Colon is in the newspaper. Now, the newspaper's colon. Ravi's dictionary. Now, whose dictionary? Ravi's. So, there is an apostrophe after Ravi. It is used to show omission of letters. Means which is not used or should not be used. That is to show that a letter is missing or some letters are missing. That is I am. I apostrophe am. I am. Means short form. Didn't, did not. There is an apostrophe after didn't, in between didn't. Let's, let us. It's, it is. So can you see the apostrophe there? It is used to form plural of letters and numbers. Plurals of letters and numbers. For example, 2 A's, 6 5's. Add 2 7's and 6 4's. Go through the video again to learn more about your punctuation marks in a better way. Your home assignment, which you have to write in your English 1 copy, is what do you mean by punctuation? Write the main punctuation marks. This answer is obviously in this video itself. In my next video, I'll complete the book exercises of lesson number 26, that is the punctuation.